My mom has passed out, young Robert Turner said. In February 2006, in Detroit, Michigan, young Robert Turner, who was 5 years old, was alone with his mother, Sherrill Turner, 46 years old, when she suddenly collapsed in their home. Due to complications of an enlarged heart, Robert tried to help her but couldn't wake her up. The first 911 call. Robert dialed 911 in a desperate attempt to get help. He calmly told the dispatcher, "My mom has passed out." The operator asked to speak to an adult and specifically wanted to speak to his father, but there was no adult to take the phone. Robert explained his mom could not talk. Rather than immediately dispatching help, the operator scolded the boy and ended the call, after saying she would send police to check on the situation. But no help arrived. The second call. Nearly 3 hours later, still no help. Robert called 911 again. He repeated that his mother was unconscious. This time, the operator again doubted his report, asking to speak to his mother and urging him to stop playing on the phone. The dispatcher threatened to send police to discipline him for misuse of 911 if he did not comply. Robert, frustrated and scared, eventually hung up. Still, no paramedics or police were sent to help his mother. When help finally came, authorities did not arrive until late that night, long after Sherrill Turner had died from her medical emergency. By the time police responded at roughly 9:40 p.m., but it was too late. Aftermath, lawsuit and charges. Robert's family, represented by attorney Jeffrey Feger, filed a wrongful death lawsuit seeking more than $1 million in damages, alleging that proper 911 response could have saved Sherrill's life. The case drew national attention, highlighting widespread concerns about 911 dispatch training and protocol, especially how emergency calls are handled when a child is the caller. According to later reporting, the two dispatchers involved were eventually charged with neglect of duty, facing potential misdemeanor penalties for failing to treat the calls as emergencies. Why this case matters. This tragedy became a landmark example of what can go wrong when 911 calls are underestimated, especially when the caller is a child. Supporters of better 911 training argue that such calls should automatically trigger an emergency response. Subscribe and follow us for more history that matters.